But anyway, this is the 7-day. I was working on this. It froze the computer briefly, but we're going to step off so then we could get to take a look at the full forecast. You know, computers, they get overwhelmed when you're ingesting just a ton of data into them, and that's exactly what we're doing. So here's a look. Faith and Madeline are both along the coast, and we are expecting coastal flooding to take place. It's already been taking place yesterday. It's going to continue today. We've got this green highlighted not only for our beaches where Faith and Madeline are this morning, but also inland. North Beach saw the flooding yesterday as well. Areas into Rockport seeing some of the water getting up to some of those coastal homes that are along the canal systems and so forth. So we are expecting the coastal flooding to continue now through Friday. 1 to 3 feet of inundation. That's going to be especially today and tomorrow. Strong onshore wind with the high surf, really strong rip currents. Shoreline erosion is going to be possible. And then we've got near shore roads, homes and businesses that may flood. And that's what we're seeing in some spots. So breaking it all down in terms of what's actually happening in the Gulf, we've got a buoy right here. That's an 11-foot waves closer to the coast there toward Galveston. They're picking up 9-foot waves. So high wave action is expected 8 to 11 feet. You can see what's essentially happening is the fetch across the Gulf of Mexico. We've got a long kind of wind tunnel essentially that's set up, and it's generating waves that then travel across the Gulf of Mexico and are at their biggest once they're headed toward the Texas Gulf Coast. So anywhere between Brownsville and Galveston, that's where we are looking at those waves, 8 to 11 feet. Closer to the low, we've got 7-foot waves there, and all of this, that fetch, that wind tunnel, it's because of that high pressure that's set up to the north. And so we also see that with the wind. We're talking 30 to 40 mile per hour winds showing up across some of the buoys there. Right now the peak wind gust is 27 miles per hour, but we've seen it higher at times throughout the morning, and I expect it to continue to go up. Wind is going to be pushing those waves again. The highest waves still expected into Thursday morning, and then Thursday afternoon we start to see some of those wave heights going down into Friday. But still, high tide is expected to continue just due to our full moon coming on Friday. 82 degrees right now, and we are dealing with some wind, but not the strongest gusts being reported yet, but it's still to come. 33 mile per hour gusts now recorded though at Flower Bluff at the Naval Air Station, and we are expecting those wind gusts to get up to 40 miles per hour once we see the sun starting to come up. Sustained winds right there around 30 miles per hour, and overall the rain now starting to move in. So you see that from Aransas Pass down to Southside Corpus Christi, and that's going to continue to move inland. We have some heavier rainfall that's going to move more so toward Rivera. It's there south of Kingsville, and this is all just the start of what's to come. All of this rain that you're seeing, that's going to move onshore throughout the morning. And those rainfall totals, I'm not confident in the 9-inch rainfall totals, but we will see 5 to 9 inches possible, and that's going to be thanks in part due to some of those feeder bands showing up across the coastal bend. That scenario plays out on Thursday. So you'll see that here. We have the rain intensifying into the day. We get some breaks into this afternoon and evening. Then this is that feeder band that sets up into Wednesday night and Thursday morning, and we could still see a few of those trailing into portion of the day on Thursday. But the heaviest rain, that is going to come today, then into Thursday. We start to see rain weakening. We've got more to talk about on that next possible system in the Gulf as well, so stick around. It's a big weather day here in Corpus Christi.